people, my name's Dillinger from Digital Hippos, and today I'll be speaking to Winston McCall, the lead singer of one of my all-time favourite hardcore metal bands, Parkway Drive. Formed in 2003, Parkway Drive is an Australian metalcore band from Byron Bay, New South Wales. As of 2010, Parkway Drive has released 3 full-length albums, being Killing With A Smile, Horizons and Deep Blue, as well as a DVD that I recommend everybody goes and gets a copy of so they can safely say that they own one of the best music DVDs on the planet. Plus, it'll give you a much greater look into the band's beginnings, history and epic live presence. Before the release of their second album, Horizons, the band were placed on the bill for the US Vans Warped Tour 2007 as the only Australian band on the tour. After the release of Horizons, however, the band toured through the US, Australia and Europe with such bands as Killswitch Engage, Bury Your Dead, Darkest Hour and many others. Now known and loved worldwide, the band's third album, Deep Blue, was released onto the Australian iTunes on the 25th of June, and after 4 hours the album reached top second position on the iTunes album charts in Australia, with Eminem's Recovery album seizing first position. Deep Blue was released in the United States and Canada on the 29th of June 2010 and is now available worldwide. I managed to get onto the phone with Winston to speak with him in regards to Deep Blue and how it is his most personal album to date. Winston, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good, how you doing?
Good, mate, good. Stoked to be talking to you, man. I've been following your band for quite some time.
Cheers.
Really enjoyed the DVD, man. I like every single person who pretty much comes around to my house. I make them watch the DVD, and I've gotten a few people into it who aren't even into hardcore or metal or anything like that, so... yeah, just wanted to say it's a pleasure to be talking to you.
Cool, thanks a lot.
No worries, man. Well, first off, can you just let us know how things been, what you've been up to in recent times? Yeah.
At the moment, we're actually in Edmonton on the last part of Warped Tour. So we've been on tour on Warped for I think 5 weeks now. So basically, since the bit before Deep Blue came out, we've just been touring over here, so that pretty much sums up the last month and a half of our existence.
Well, what I wanted to speak to you about was just in regards to Deep Blue. Great album, I really dug it, by the way, man. Just wanted you to elaborate on the concept of the album a little. Now, I got the little bit of a press release, pretty much specifying what it was, but I was wondering if you could go into a bit more detail with the concept of a...
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, basically, we wanted to write an album that was basically all-encompassing when it came to like the concept of the lyrics, tying in with the music, the sound, and the theme, and everything in total. And lyrically, it's strange. Like I like the idea of writing a concept album that loaded a narrative the whole way through. And I guess I wrote this story that basically. It's kind of simple, but it's basically the story of, I guess, disillusionment and isolation that I find pretty common in the world today, and it just basically follows the main character's journey from this world to, I guess, another plane of consciousness which he tries to find within himself, which is, the only way he seems to be able to find that is at the bottom of the ocean, and basically the resulting consequence. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it definitely is a story that resonates with me personally. So, yeah, it's strange.
I think everybody has an inkling that when they look at something, they know that something's not right. But I think it's gotten to the point where people choose to ignore it. And
yeah, definitely. And to be honest, I don't think it's even a choice to ignore. I think it's a fact of conditioning.
Yeah.
The human condition these days to accept what this like. It's very strange if you have to take the time to step back and look at the way humans, especially in Western culture, are shown the way to exist. They're told that the best thing in life is comfort and doing the least amount possible.
Yeah.
And it's really strange because when you look at the rest of the way the world operates and the way that animals operate, other than humans, comfort doesn't come into it. It's survival. And it seems like our emphasis on comfort seems to stem especially considering that's what we're programmed to do. Like you're told to go to work, go to school, learn these specific ways of thinking, and go and get a job and produce this basically nothingness for your life, which will in turn give you some kind of comfort. But at the same time, like we don't live in a time where you go to work and you physically see the endeavours of your labour, be it in food or shelter or anything like that. You're told to punch in numbers on a computer or be a statistic on a pay sheet.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I think a lot of people actually feel the same way as what you've actually written down on the album, because I know I sure as hell do, and I felt that way for a while. You get very angry, and no one's doing anything about it because of this, and I believe it's exactly what you said. It's this preconditioning of what, it starts from when we go to school, man. I mean, they pretty much put you in this mindset where it's basically it's normality. It's the way society works. You got to do your part,
completely.
And it's got.
It seems like schooling is less of an educational process as it is like a conditioning process for what your role you're going to fill in this preordained, I guess, system of society.
Yeah.
That was the way I felt the whole way going to school. At the same time, I might just be a raving lunatic or whatever, but if you look at the way the world functions on a whole and look at what we've accomplished as humans, it seems like the comfort that we've gained within Western culture comes at a very high price when it comes to both the world around us as a planet and the world around us when it comes to the environment and I guess the other beings that including ourselves that live on the planet. So you've got to start questioning that. If this world existed for that many billion years by itself, probably like within a fully working, cohesive ecosystem that has no detrimental effect on itself, and then humans finally come along and it takes us a couple of thousand years to absolutely annihilate the whole thing.
With songs like Romance is Dead, I got pages and pages of people saying it's about a guy breaking up with a girl, it's about a girl breaking up with a guy, this, that, and the other, and I'm just like, guys, get a fucking clue. It's you're pretty much labeling this song as the exact thing that it's like speaking out against, you know.
Yeah, basically.
So I just wanted to confirm that. I just wanted to.
It is. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many. I have no problem with people interpreting lyrics as something totally opposite from what I've meant it to be written as, because at least someone else is getting something out of it that they never intended them to get. It's still a positive thing, but at the same time, that's definitely an odd one when it comes to meanings, because people seem to get it the exact opposite from what I wrote it for.
Yeah. Deep Blue, some really personal tracks for you. I mean, I know that the whole album is probably personal, collectively, but if you could pick one or two tracks which really speak from like deep within you, which ones would you focus on?
Hard one. I'd say Deliver Me, definitely.
Yeah.
And Home to the Heartless. They both come from different perspectives. Deliver Me is definitely a very more introspective track, and Home to the Heartless is about the town I'm from. But yeah, both of those ones. You're right. It's probably the most personal album I've ever written, but they definitely come from different perspectives of, I guess, my personality, which is kind of strange. It's hard to compare them all.
Yeah, no worries, man. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you, Winston. I know you probably hear this from a lot of the guys, but I'll try and make my way up to you and say hi and see if I can sit down and have a chat with you at some point, man.
Yeah.
All right, but no worries. Thanks for talking, man, and I appreciate your time.
No worries, my pleasure.
Take care.